The Chosen Season 2 on Blu-ray, Episode 1, called Thunder. This is going to be my quick review and just some stuff I noticed and liked, like it's a book club and it's my turn. So let's do this thing. So I really liked the first season, so I'm excited to carry on reviewing Season 2. One quick note on the Blu-ray quality, at least on this first episode so far, is that it looks actually pretty good, maybe even better than Season 1. But it still struggles in the dark scenes. Like, it seems like there's some digital anomalies going on in the dark scenes. But other than that, it does look pretty good. And as far as the sound goes, it's not lossless sound, but it still has a 5.1, and it's actually really clean and pretty powerful sounding. Also, I decided to go with the more basic Blu-ray version instead of like the super duper version that I got last time, mainly because all the special features and stuff are available on the app or online for free. So just went with the more basic version. So the opening scene is very interesting. It's like in the future, so everybody has like gray hair and more wrinkles and stuff. And it's like someone's interviewing them and they're telling their stories about Jesus. It turns out it ends up being John, who also has a big cool beard. But look at this line.
Was on their way to Jerusalem.
Right here.
I'm sorry. All of this is just it's difficult to talk about. Yeah, it reminds me of how much I miss him.
So that was the line that I knew for sure that I was like, oh, this is like after he's not with them anymore. So then it's very interesting. And then after this opening scene, it goes back to while he's here with them, but kind of a cool structure to where John is feeling the pressure to record his experiences and record everybody else's experiences. So kind of cool to see him writing. And then it's cool to see people say certain phrases that you're like, oh, that is a phrase in the book of John. Like his mom is like, if we wrote down everything he did, the books wouldn't be able to fill the whole world wouldn't be able to contain the books. And it's like, I know that one. And so there's multiple things that you hear people saying that you're like, oh, that ends up in John's version. But I do need to point out, look at Matthew's beard.
It's the fourth morning of the third week of the month of Adar, sometime during the second hour.
Look at that.
It doesn't have to be precise. Why wouldn't it need to be precise? Mine will be precise.
I like that. So talking about the book of Matthew there now and how it's different than the book of John. Anyway, look at that beard. Oh man, I hope we get to see more of that. One thing about this season so far, I mean, I've only seen one episode, but look at that production value. It looks a lot better. This season looks like there's some more money here. But I think the set is the LDS Church is set in Utah. Their Bible set.
He needed a moment alone.
And look at this shot
There are many
composition.
begging to hear more.
He's been talking to people since dawn. He needs a break.
This episode in this little city set or whatever it is, it looks so good, and they do so many like very beautiful laid out shots like that. Oh, there's Simon. Look at that. He's about to film, so he's back there just lifting weights so his veins will stick out. Look at this shot. Look at that layout.
I'd have to leave them behind.
It's beautiful.
I can't lose the one sheep.
Just very incredible cinematography in this episode. Like so many colors and set and everything. Like it looks so good. I do like that the first time that we see him in this episode is he's underneath somebody's cart, like fixing the axle. It's cool, kind of going back to like the carpentry thing, but his people are like, where is he? And then it cuts scene and he's like under, like basically fixing somebody's car. All right, I think this his little speech here is probably my favorite part in this episode, where they're at this guy's house who has a broken leg and they've been helping him. They're having dinner together. He represents the one sheep out of 100 that's lost that they're going to find. Anyway, turns out his wife asks a question to Jesus. She's like, I was taught that the Messiah would come and relieve all burdens and, bring the kingdom of heaven and all this stuff. And his speech is really awesome. Listen to this.
A kingdom that is not of this world. A kingdom that is coming soon. Or yes, sorrow and sighing will flee away. I make a way for people to access that kingdom.
And then listen to this part right here.
But in this world,
This is my favorite.
Bones will still break. Hearts will still break. But in the end,
Yeah, I love that. I love that it's like he's not gonna just show up and fix everything and everything's gonna be better. He's like, no, things are still gonna happen. Like you're still mortal. You're gonna have boo-boos. So I like that. I think because some people in the show were like, he's gonna come save us and free us from everything, and he's gonna be a military leader. And I like that he's saying this, that even though he's here, bad things can still happen to people.
the light will overcome darkness.
But he kind of spoils the end and says that part, which is really cool. Well, I really liked this episode. The pace was a little more meandery than previous episodes. Like the editing wasn't as tight, maybe, but it was still really good, and I'm still really excited. And I think the quality was way better than season 1, so I'm excited to continue on with it. The Blu-ray looks pretty good and sounds fantastic. Again, I'd like to see a less compressed Blu-ray in the future, or even a 4K if they have the source material. But I really continue to like about this show that they show, how do I say it? Like people, it just seems really, really grounded, like down to earth. Like when he's telling one of his followers about how he healed this guy with a broken leg, he doesn't tell him out loud. He just like does this with his hands, like a little walking. And the guy's like, "Oh, you healed him and you weren't even there." And he's just like, "Yeah." And then the James and John want to strike down some Samaritans with lightning, and they're like, "We'll do it. Just say the word and we'll do it." So he kind of has to reprove them. So, yeah, it's really good. I like it. So yeah, season 2, episode 1, called Thunder, referring to the Sons of Thunder as he nicknames them going forward. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and so please do the like and comment, because it actually is extremely helpful. I know everybody says that, but it really is. It's like algorithm food, so feed it for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on more. Okay, bye.